Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment of our program is brought to you by the Topoco Lodge. Folks, if you have never been to the Topoco Lodge, you need to visit during the holidays. Their Christmas decorations are going up this week. It becomes an absolute fairy tale type setting with everything they do up there. It's a great place to go. Call ahead and ask about their winter hours, but it's a great place to go up and stay. If you don't want to go up on the weekend, do a Monday through Thursday visit if you like that, or just go up to the Topoco Tavern, see it for yourself. I'm telling you, the Christmas decorations are impressive. The Topoco Lodge.
Hamilton all over, and you got a pick off balance shot. Doesn't go. Who's going to get the rebound? Victor throws it up and in at the buzzer.
And isn't it fitting? He's been sensational all day, King Victor. He's been sensational all day long.
0.3 seconds remaining. Isaiah Victor, as Dick said, has been the man. That's his 20th point.
There you go. King Victor is back with us. Isaiah Victor. I just said King Victor. Isaiah Thomas, good to have you. By the way, how old do you feel that will be 20 years in 2 months?
Man, I've been at homecoming this weekend, so I'm seeing guys and meeting people that I knew back then, especially the younger guys. Hey, I was 7, 8 years old. I remember being in the locker room. Well, I'm 29 now, so yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, unlike the rest of us, though, you still look the same. That's unbelievable. You've been in one of those vacuum-packed, sealed compartments you've been sleeping in.
Thank God.
Hey, yesterday Tennessee got some bad news on the NCAA front. NCAA denied Uros Plavsic his waiver. He was trying to get in and play immediately, transferring from Arizona State. The NCAA said no. You never know what goes into that, but it's about 1/5, 1/6 of the guys who apply that don't get allowed in, and he's part of that group. Here is what Philip Fulmer put out in a statement. It's actually a really good statement. We are extremely disappointed, quite frankly stunned, in this outcome and feel strongly that very compelling facts support clearance for immediate eligibility. We are at a loss as to how this decision aligns with a mission prioritizing the well-being of student athletes, and we are struggling, misspell there, to provide an explanation to a deserving young man who stands to lose a year of eligibility. I think that's a terrific statement. It doesn't sound like an athletic director. It sounds like a coach, and I think that comes across. I think fans like that statement because it's kind of heartfelt. Isaiah, you got to UT. You were healthy, ready to go, just like Uros Plavsic. You had to sit for a year. What is he going to be going through, knowing that I want to be out there, man? I want to be with my team, and he can't do it?
Yeah, it's really tough because I also saw something else that said he's been practicing with the team and doing everything that everybody else was doing. Mm-hmm. So he was really expecting to play, and he set out last year and, traveling from the other side of the country, and before that he's from Serbia. Yeah. So I know he went to high school in Chattanooga, but this kid's a long way from home. So if anybody sees him out, they just need to wrap their arms around him. I remember being there and, well, maybe you'll play today, maybe not. Didn't get to play, and I just thank God for my dad. He would come pick me up. I would go home almost every weekend, and he made it a constant effort just because he wanted me to be happy here. He didn't want me to get to the point where I just wanted to come home for good. So it's going to be really tough mentally, man. You come to play, you want to lace them up, and you can do everything besides get in the games.
Right.
And, sitting and watching any sort of game that you got a lot of passion about playing. It's tough to do, especially when you got a lot of ability.
My guess is Rick Barnes will probably, knock on, that year that you sat out, that was still O'Neal.
Yeah.
How was he in terms of, I think Rick Barnes seems like the kind of guy that will be there for Uros Plavsic. I don't know, was Kevin O'Neal there for you?
Well, I'll say he was. Maybe it wasn't personal, but he was definitely fighting for me to be able to play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
part of the reason he left.
Right. Yeah, that was a large part of the reason why he left, supposedly. Yeah. But, I can say he was there for me in that sense. And then, you had the Lawrence Franks and the, Billy Schmitz and they were like there to more console me. They were always around a little more. Yeah. So they kind of got to be your parents away from home, and that part needs to step up a little more with the coaching staff for sure, especially with this guy being from overseas.
Well, let's talk about what this means for the team. Let's put up another graphic here. You see, there are only 3 trees for Tennessee left. Only 3 guys over 6'9". Zach Kent, redshirt sophomore, knee surgery last year, didn't play. Drew Pember, true freshman from Bearden, rolled his ankle in Wednesday's exhibition win. And, of course, John Fulkerson, who averaged 4 points and 4 rebounds in 15 minutes a game last season. A lot of us have talked about this, Isaiah. We think it's probably a bubble team, which means losing Plavsic. That could be that could mean the difference between an NCAA tournament bid and an NIT bid, which is exposure, money, etc. Could be a huge loss. It leaves Tennessee in a situation where most likely you're going to be playing some small ball. How much does the lack of height concern you in playing small ball in this day and age in the SEC? Or does it?
It concerns me some, especially, right now all we can do is look at it on paper and try to imagine what sort of team we're going to be, because we really don't know at this point. We got so many different changes that has to occur just because we lost Grant Williams, Schofield, and the rest of the guys. But at the end of the day, I mean, you play the games on the court. So, if these guys play with heart, which I don't see how they wouldn't be able to, we still got Rick Barnes coaching them. So, yeah, they're going to have that toughness. And you're talking about Fulkerson and Pons. These are really tough guys, really hard-working guys. Of course, talent's going to have to come in. Hopefully everybody got better over the summer, which we'll see that over the course of the year. I don't particularly like small ball. You usually have to play at a faster pace because if you're smaller, you're usually faster, and you have to use your advantage against the other team. So maybe we'll be playing a little faster, maybe pressing more. But we got to get some rebounds. I'm big on rebounding, and I really think you control the boards, you can control the game to a certain extent. So I'm just concerned about the rebounding more so than what size we are, actually.
All right. The prophet Isaiah. I already said Isaiah Thomas. I had to use the other Isaiah I know. So, Isaiah Victor, hey, man, thanks for doing it. We will see you throughout basketball season, I'm sure. This guy drives all the way from Kentucky to do this. So I'm glad it was homecoming week. Glad you're in town, and we'll see you throughout basketball season. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. When we come back, Chuck Cavaleris has the line for the Tennessee-Kentucky game. We're going to pick against it, and we'll tell you about the leader on our standings board. We're still going to talk to the players about overconfidence. We're going to talk about the rest that Kentucky has, a key for Tennessee making it to bowl eligibility. All that to come on the Sports Source. Come on back.
The biggest sports crew in the state of Tennessee. This is the Sports Source.